Welcome to the Wealth Beyond Debt Show. I'm your host, Billy, and alongside me is Jalal. Today's topic is buying versus leasing a car. Deciding whether to lease or buy a car is a significant financial decision with long-term implications. Both options have their advantages and disadvantages, and the best choice depends on your individual circumstances, financial goals, and lifestyle. Understanding the pros and cons of leasing and buying can empower you to make an informed decision that aligns with your needs and helps you manage your money effectively. Let's delve into the details to help you determine the best way to acquire your next car. Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into the age-old car dilemma, lease or buy a car. It's such a complex decision that touches on finance, lifestyle, and, well, personal needs.
Absolutely. It's a decision packed with factors, and it's not as straightforward as one might think.
Right. Let's kick things off with leasing. Think of it as a long-term rental. You're essentially paying for the use of the vehicle for a couple of years without the commitment of full ownership.
Yeah, and what's really cool is that you're paying for just the depreciation, not the whole value of the car. It's like you're only charged for the used part during your lease period, correct?
Exactly. That's why the monthly payments tend to be lower. But keep in mind, you've got all these lease terms, lease term length, mileage allowance, residual value, and even early termination fees.
Yeah, those details really matter. And you have to watch those mileage restrictions. Exceed them and bam, those extra fees hit you hard.
Right, that's a big one. Now, when it comes to buying a car, it's a totally different ball game. You're building equity and you own the vehicle outright after the payments are done.
Yep, ownership brings a certain pride, no doubt about that. But it's not all roses. You also have to deal with depreciation, maintenance, and the higher initial cost, right?
Exactly. When you buy, you're taking on the burden of the car losing value, especially in those early years. It's like watching the value slowly drain out.
I know what you mean.
And then there's the aspect of financing. Car loans come with interest charges, so the total cost climbs up. But on the flip side, once the loan's paid off, owning a car can become much more cost effective than leasing indefinitely.
Sure thing. In the long run, ownership builds an asset and can, actually save you money. Right. Now, comparing monthly payments, leasing offers lower payments because you're only paying for depreciation, but buying means higher monthly payments while you're building equity.
Yeah, that's the key contrast. It's like in leasing, you get to drive a newer car more often with lower monthly costs, but you never really own it.
True, but ownership provides freedom, like no restrictions on mileage. Exactly. When you buy, you can drive as much as you want. No worries about extra fees. But you take on more responsibilities for maintenance and repairs.
Right, and that can add up over time, especially if you have unexpected issues. But let's talk about some real-life scenarios. Imagine a family that needs a reliable vehicle.
Yeah, a family scenario is a great one to consider. For them, leasing might offer lower monthly payments, making it possible to drive a nicer, more feature-rich model.
True. Exactly, but then there are the mileage restrictions. If the family frequently takes long trips, those fees could really pile up.
Right? And in that case, buying might make more sense despite the higher payments, because then you have no mileage limits.
Absolutely. Another scenario is for business purposes. Leasing a fleet can be beneficial. Lower payments, an option to upgrade regularly, and even potential tax benefits.
Yep, businesses love that flexibility. Although I might challenge that a bit, some businesses might prefer buying to own assets for long-term stability, especially if they drive a lot.
That's a great point. It really depends on the business's specific transportation needs. Buying can be superior for companies with heavy mileage requirements, while leasing might be ideal for those prioritizing cash flow and the latest
Right,
models.
absolutely. And what about first-time car buyers? They often face tough decisions due to budget constraints.
Yeah, for first-timers, leasing might look attractive because of the lower monthly payment. But if you drive a lot, buying might be safer in the long run. It really boils down to your driving needs and how much you can comfortably afford.
I was buried under $50,000 in credit card debt. How did I let it get that far? But with Debt Free Made Easy, I'm now completely debt-free. Can you imagine that?
I used to stress about money every single day, thinking I'd never be free from my debts. But now, I'm living my dream life.
I was overwhelmed with a mortgage and personal loans totaling 200,000. I never thought I could regain control. Debt-free made easy, made it happen.
I had over $100,000 in student loans. I thought I'd be paying them off forever, but now I'm free.
So join the thousands who have transformed their lives. Visit debtfreemadeeasy.com today and discover what's possible for you.
And understanding your mileage is so essential here.
Right? It's almost like comparing a long-term rental versus an investment. Leasing with its lower upfront costs and regular car upgrades versus buying with high initial costs but eventual asset ownership.
Exactly. It's like choosing between a subscription service and owning a classic record collection. I love that analogy. Subscription versus ownership reflects both cost and emotional value.
Yeah, and let's not forget the importance of doing your homework, consulting experts, using car payment calculators, and really nailing down your financial situation before making a decision.
Totally. No one wants surprises after signing on the dotted line, right? Understanding your credit score, monthly budget, and real needs is vital. It's also smart to talk with financial advisors, car dealers, or even friends who have been through this.
Precisely. And there's also this idea that experts might sometimes hide info or gloss over details to, sweeten the deal. You really need to get to the nitty-gritty facts.
Yeah, that's a caution I always hear. Do your own research too.
Definitely. Now, another critical piece is how the long-term costs stack up. While leasing might require lower payments now, if you lease car after car, you never really build any equity.
True, it's like throwing money into a bottomless pit. On the other hand, owning means that piece of metal in your garage might eventually be sold or traded in, giving back some of your money.
Yep, exactly. And that asset could also provide flexibility, like being able to customize your car without restrictions.
Customization is a big deal for many people.
Now, let's circle back for a moment on monthly payments. Leasing is attractive because the payments are generally lower. You're not paying off the entire price of the car, just the depreciation over, say,
Yeah, which
2 or
for
3
those
years.
on a tight budget can be a lifesaver. But then someone might argue, Lilo, well, isn't buying just like ultimately more expensive up front?
Right, and that challenge is valid. With buying, you may have to put down a heftier down payment and deal with higher monthly installments. But once you're done paying, you're free from those recurring costs.
Yeah, it's like a long-term investment. Higher costs now versus freedom later.
Exactly. And let's not forget the maintenance aspect. Leasing often comes with maintenance coverage, making it easier on your wallet, whereas buying means you'll have to pay extra for repairs and upkeep once warranties expire.
Yep, that's another layer to consider. And the emotional appeal of owning your car, customizing, adding personal touches, that just doesn't happen with leasing.
Agreed. There's that pride of ownership. Even if the car depreciates, it feels like an extension of your identity. And for many people, that personal connection is worth the extra cost at times.
Definitely a factor some people weigh in.
So, yeah, when it all boils down, the right choice really depends on individual circumstances, your financial situation, driving habits, and how long
Exactly,
you plan
there
to
isn't
keep
a
the vehicle.
one-size-fits-all answer here. And it's smart to, consider both the immediate cash flow benefits of leasing versus the long-term gains of buying.
Absolutely. It's all about aligning your car decision with your financial and lifestyle goals. Whether you're a business trying to keep forms flexible, a family making a safe choice, or a first-time buyer on a budget, knowing all the pros and cons
Yeah, that
is
comprehensive
essential.
approach is key. Before we wrap up, any final tips for listeners who are stuck deciding between leasing and buying?
Sure thing. First, assess your financial situation honestly and thoroughly. Use car payment calculators, check your credit score, and don't rush into a decision.
Taking your time with the numbers is so important.
Second, consider your driving habits. If you're clocking in lots of miles, buying might be less stressful than risking over mileage charges.
Right? Mileage really is a deal breaker for some.
And finally, consult with experts, but also trust your own research. Listen to experiences from friends and family and weigh both the pros and cons carefully. It's like building your own roadmap to the best car decision.
Exactly. Never be afraid to dig deep and ask the tough questions. Well, that was an insightful discussion. It's amazing how many layers there are to the car lease versus buy debate.
For sure, it really comes down to your individual priorities and needs. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope this helps steer you in the right direction for your next car decision.
Yep, happy driving, everyone.
You won't believe what I just found out. Check this out. My neighbor asked me a few days ago, "Are you paying off your mortgage the old school way or the new way?" I said, "What you are talking about?" He tells me the old way, 30 years of mortgage payments with over $300,000 just in interest. Or the new way. There is a financial program that Debt Free Made Easy offers, which enables anyone to pay off their 30-year mortgage in just 5 to 7 years and save more than $190,000 in interest. Really, yes, I am for real 100% guaranteed. Here's the best part. There's no refinancing, no changes to your budget, and no changes to your lifestyle. Incredible. I was curious, so I checked it out for myself. The results? My 30-year mortgage and all my other debts will be completely eliminated in just 7.4 years, and I'll save over $219,000 in interest, which goes back into my pocket. I will be debt-free and living life on my own terms. Listen to me. If you're trapped in the old way, see how much time and money Debt Free Made Easy can save you. It's quick, easy, and life-changing. The banks do not want you to know this, but don't let them know I told you. The secret is out. Scan the code or click the link below and start getting some of this money back today.
Thanks so much, Billy, for guiding us through another wonderful show. And to our amazing listeners, thank you for tuning in to the Wealth Beyond Debt show. If you found today's conversation valuable, please hit like, share this episode, and help more people either buy or lease a car. We'd also love to hear from you. Drop a comment with topics you'd like us to cover next. We're all in this together, fighting against the big banks and putting your money back in your pockets. Deciding whether to lease or buy a car is a personal decision that depends on your individual circumstances, financial goals, and driving needs. Leasing offers the advantage of lower monthly car payments and the ability to drive a new car more frequently, while buying a car provides ownership, flexibility, and the potential for long-term equity. By carefully weighing the pros and cons of leasing and buying, assessing your financial situation, and determining your driving needs, you can make an informed choice that aligns with your priorities and helps you manage your money effectively. Remember to consult with experts and utilize available resources to gain a comprehensive understanding of both options before making a final decision. This was a quick overview. To get the full details, read our blog on our website. Link is in the description box.